Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. Today I'm filming the first card in the Merriest Trees product-based class in the post. That's a lot of words. So when I do a product-based class, it does assume that you either have ordered from me the bundle or you already own the bundle or you have it on order through yourself or your own demonstrator. So, and I've done a fair bit of prep here for you because I have a feeling that some people haven't quite understood that and they have thought they might be able to do it with something similar. So you might be able to, but I have helped you along by giving you a few die cuts. I cannot send out stamped images, but so I need to at least assume you have the stamp set. So I've prepped the bits and pieces that I need just to show you how to put this together. Now this must be the first time I used the big stamp. As you see, it's a bit bobbly, but that's quite often with a photopolymer stamp. It's still got like a finish from the factory, the production method on it, and so it's best to clean that first or stamp with it a few times. I quite like the texture that it gives. If you don't, then clean yours off, stamp on a scrap of paper a few times and then clean it off, and then it should work fine after that. So anyhow, that was my story there. So I've got my two pieces of designer series paper. Now this time we are going to cover the whole card front with the designer series paper, so I'll just do that now before I lose them. And then I've got all the bits prepped ready. Oh, I've got some ribbon that I don't need coming crawling out. Popping this towards it. I probably should have done the strip first, but I'll just go with it. See if I can push that back, just oops. Make sure it's butted close and maybe not use quite so much ink, glue even. I had a cloth, oh here it is, I knew I had a cloth handy here. I'm just using that just to make sure this is all nice and flat, and then I have my ribbon ready. Yes, so we want to pop a ribbon, a piece of ribbon there. I'm actually just going to cut it the length of the card. It's just to, well, I'll maybe cut it a bit longer till I'm finished and then I'll trim it when I'm finished. Sorry. I'm actually thinking it would be, that's not the way we did it in the first place. We did it this way. So that we've got it on the inside, yeah. So, yeah, sorry. I'll just cut this just now and I'll get my glue dots. My brain is not quite here. So I need a few glue dots. So if you get your glue dots and pop, make the join for the ribbon here because I'm going to cover that with the tag, as you'll see in the picture. So I'll just pop maybe 3 or 4 along towards the right hand side of the card on the join. So it's really what you're trying to do is disguise the paper join. And anyone looking at your card will think you've got a continuous piece of ribbon here. I've cut it a bit longer so that I can trim it when I'm happy with where it is. Oops. I'm not going to trim that bit, it's fine where it is because it's going to be under the tag, which is here. So you'll have a wee pack with, yeah, I've already cut you a tag and some of the gold. So that's actually going to go on there. I'm actually going to glue that down, and that way that helps this to stay put as well. Now just when it pleases your eye. And then I'm going to take my tree and decorate it, make it up. So that die is really handy, that cuts out the wee bobblies. And I'm just going to see if I've got my silicone mat ready, because it saves my work surface from getting too much glue on it. So the star, let's just do our gluing here on the silicone mat. So you've got these bands. These are I did run out. You've got a piece of gold foil sheet, quite a big piece that you can cut out with your own dies, but to get you started, I've actually run out of the gold foil, so these bubbly bits are in the, is it distressed? Let's put the star on top of the tree. So I'll assemble the tree first, and then I'm going to put some glue on the top of the stalk, and then just give your tree a trunk. Don't use so much glue as I have, because it's all come squishing out. And then maybe my tweezers will help here a bit for putting these on. So then I just want, what I think usually do is just put a bit of glue, spread it out, and then just you could do this with a cocktail stick as well. And just put the beads as if they were coming round your tree. And you'll see they do have a natural curve to them. Just like you've strung one of these strings of beads around. We'll not need the biggest one, but then you can use that on something else. Again, just picking up a bit of glue that way. Tweezers are handy for this sort of thing. I could have re-stamped this but I had done this earlier, so I'm just going to go with it. Because I'm not particularly chuffed with my stamping. What you can do is take your, I use Guarded Green by the way, take your Stamp Right marker and just do some dots in this bit. Just kind of cover over that white patch. It goes on darker, but it'll dry flatter. And then see there's a wee bit here under the star that's a bit white. I do that. That'll never be noticed. And that's my tree decorated. If only it was that quick. Now again, you can glue this flat on there, or you can put it on with dimensionals. So I've got some dimensionals here, so I'll pop it on with dimensionals. But again, it's up to you. If you're planning to put it in the post, you might want to skip the dimensionals if you're in the UK and you're trying to keep the costs of postage down. So put dimensionals on, pop this. Oops. That's pretty, isn't it? And then for the sentiment, you have the measurements there. I remember them all offhand. Yeah, I probably made that a bit longer. I think in the original that was closer to that edge. But anyhow, this is just the method for making it up. That's going in there, and then you've got your sentiment, and it probably won't fit now because I should have had that further over. But that's why I'm doing this, so that you can see, and I've got glue on there and I'm not too happy with it. But let's just show you the banner part now. The banner, the Pick a Banner punch makes it easy to flag the end of a sentiment piece, so you can pop your card in like that, and if you just hold it at the back, so if you, and then you can just quickly take that bit out. Let me just hold it firmly. You can shove it right up to the back so you get that, but for me that's kind of a waste of paper. So once you've got that straight there, so I've cut the banner tail there. However, you can just cut a banner tail quite easily and just put a snip up the middle. These snips are the ones that need to go and get cleaned. They don't cut very well, they're just... Right, so just a wee snip up the middle, as deep as you want your banner to be. Cut from the edge to the end of your snip that you made, and then come in from the other corner. Nothing wrong with that, is there? I wonder if my glue eraser is here. You don't actually need two banner ends on this one, but I was just showing you that you don't actually have to have the punch, but the punch does make it simpler. It's not everyone can judge that. Whoops. And then we have the sentiment, which is hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. Again, you can choose your own sentiment if you want. Doing it in real red, because that, is it? Yeah. I actually think it's cherry cobbler in there, but anyway, we're doing it with real red. So I just want to put this on here. There we go. So any red will do the same thing. So what I want to do now is just trim that. Because I don't need two flag ends. Clean the ink off my fingers because you can see what's going to happen. That will be going like that. It's a bit further over this way than the picture, but that's okay. So I'm just going to glue this. I should have maybe done these together, but I'm going to actually just tuck it under a little bit because I want the flag of the sentiment to stick out a little bit. So just position that straight, she says, in the middle. I should have had a bit of kitchen paper, but this microfiber cloth is just as good. So there, that is the card, and then we just put 2 or 3 of these beautiful adhesive backed glitter sequins that are in your pack. And this green is much the same as the ribbon. So you can use the big ones or the small ones, whatever you want. Just your position and what pleases your eye on your card. So thank you very much. That is the first card in this class. So I hope you're enjoying the class. Obviously, it is your class. You don't have to stick with my designs. Change it up to suit yourself. Choose what paper out of what you've got. It's yours to do with what you like. So thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.